Welcome back to Yoga for Runners. My name is Brittany Hill, and we are locked in for week 6. This is calves, feet, ankles, knees, toes, all the things, the lower end of the lower extremities. This is your basis, your foundation. And if your feet and your ankles and your toes, all that's not right, then the rest of it's not right either. So we're gonna give them a little bit of love today, and we'll jump right into it. This shouldn't be too rough. Pretty low-key kind of flow. Make sure you've got some blocks in case you'd like them. Make sure you got plenty of room to stretch out, extend as needed on your mat. Let's get into it. We're gonna come onto our backs. Roll onto the back. Plant the soles of the feet onto the mat. Take and extend one foot up towards the sky. Reach for that with your hands. Maybe you're reaching for your calves. Maybe you're reaching for your thighs. And if you need a little extra help pulling any of your lower limbs closer to your body, you can grab a strap, a band, whatever gets you where you need to be. All right, first leg extended up towards the sky. We're gonna move through just a couple of points and flexes with the foot. Point and flex. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Point and hold it. Take a little circle right at the ankle. And reverse your circle. Find some stillness in that foot and lower it down to the mat. Same thing, other side. Extend the opposite leg up towards the sky, grabbing for that calf, thigh, whatever you find reachable for you. Point and flex through the foot. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, and flex. Good. Point and hold it. Little circle at the ankle. You might start to hear some joints snapping and crackling and popping, and that's all right. They're just waking up, saying hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to these joints. Reverse your circle. Now I'm starting to feel this all the way into my calf, warming it up, which is a good thing. We'll lower that foot down to the mat as well. Pull both knees into your chest. We're going to take a little rock forward and backwards until you come up to a seated position on your mat. Good. And maybe rolling through, I'm going to swing my legs around. And we're going to come into a supported hero pose. So in your hero pose, you've got the tops of your feet down onto the mat. Knees are bent, maybe they're hip width distance apart, and you sit back onto your heels. This can be a lot, okay? If it's too much for you, feel free to use your tools, your props to help support you. You may take one block. I already know I'm gonna take 2. Give myself a little boost, a little lift. You could use a blanket or a pillow, whatever feels right, and just have a seat here. Bring the hands to the tops of the thighs. Feel the tops of the feet connecting to the mat, getting proud and tall in your spine here. We'll just take a moment to sit. Good. Lifting up and removing any props that you may have pulled in to support you. We'll bring the hands down and the knees a little bit closer. Sit back just a little bit. Give a little bit of a massage, a little side to side, just to get a little activation. little circulation going in the front of those legs, in the shins. Good, come back forward, hands and knees, tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, send your hips back. Coming into your downward facing dog. Good, spend some time in your downward dog here, just in stillness. Maybe you've got the knees bent like I do. Maybe they're reaching towards straight. Take a breath here. If you've got the knees bent, maybe you start to straighten them out here. Take one foot, wrap it around the back of the opposite ankle. So I've got my right foot wrapped around the back of my left ankle, both hands pressing into the mat, maybe a little bit more energy into that right hand. Inhale, lift the left heel. Exhale, lower it back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Again, lift and lower. Same thing, other side, unwrap. Bring that right foot back down. Left foot comes to wrap around the right ankle. Inhale, lifting that right heel. Exhale, lowering it down. Again, you may hear some joints popping. It's all right. Inhale, exhale, lower it down. Last one, inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Good. Left foot comes back down to meet the right foot on the mat. Deep breath, inhale, exhale. Good. Walk the hands back to meet the feet in your forward fold. You may want to grab some blocks for some support here in that forward fold. You are welcome to do that. Take a moment here in that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back down. I'm reaching my hands down into the mat now. In my forward fold, I'm going to bend both knees. Inhale. Exhale, straight. Inhale, little bend. Exhale, stretch and straighten it out. Again, bend, straighten, bend, and straighten. Good. Shifting the weight a little bit more forward. We're gonna lift onto the tippy toes. So just like we did in our downward dog, lift the heels, then lower. You may decide you want a little extra support here. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Maybe keep a little bend in your knees as well.
Yep.
And one more. Good. Hands come down to the mat. We come down to our knees and we sit back on our heels. We'll take just a moment or two here. This can be a bit intense in the feet, but getting that stretch all the way in the sole of the foot is really good preparation and stretch for your feet and the work they have to do outside. Take one more breath here. Good, we'll move forward. Maybe you take your blocks with you and step one foot forward, coming into your low lunge here. Maybe you wiggle it around a little bit. Get your low back acquainted in this position. We're gonna tuck our back toes, come onto the ball of the back foot. We're gonna shift forward and backward. So think about pressing back through your back heel. One more, and hold it here. Really thinking about pressing through the back heel, breathing, sinking into the hips. We're here for 30 more seconds. Good, shift back, forward, and then lower that back knee down. Switch sides. Bring that right knee down to the mat. Left foot comes forward, steps in between both hands. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Lengthen out through the spine, and we'll shift forward and back. Shift forward, come on to the back tippy toes. Shift back, press back through the heel. Shifting forward, pressing back. Shifting forward, pressing back. One more. shift, press back, hold it here. Easy breath. Thirty more seconds here. Good, shift back into that front knee, lower down. Actually, this time, step your back foot up to meet that front foot. Come into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good, this time we're gonna come into a toe stand. I'm gonna move my blocks out of the way. I'm gonna come onto my tippy toes in this forward fold, and then I'm gonna keep my heels lifted, lower my hips down, and bring my hands to press at the center of my heart. We're gonna hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, lower down. Come onto the back, just like we started. Plant the soles of your feet back into the mat. Extend one leg up towards the sky. And take a couple of little side to sides with that foot. And point, flex, point, flex, point, and flex. And circle at the ankle. And reverse. Good, lower that foot down. Same thing, other side. Inhale, up to the sky. That was like a toe right here. And point, flex, point, flex. Circles at the ankle. And reverse. Good. Lower down, extend both legs out long. Bring the arms alongside the body. Coming into that final resting pose. Allow the body to release into the mat. Draw the eyes closed and come back into your breath. Start to deepen your breath. And bring sensation back into your fingers and toes. If you feel you still need more time to rest, feel free to do that. If you are ready to come out, inhale, reach both arms overhead, stretch everything out, fingertips to toes. Opposite ends of the room. Bend one knee and then the other. Plant the soles of the feet onto the mat. Roll onto the the right side of the body. Rest the head on the arm for a brief moment here and breathe. When you're ready, carefully press yourself back up and into your easy pose, Sukhasana. Thank you for spending time with you, for you, and with me on the mat. Take care, be easy, be well. See you next time.